handful of new state laws go into effect this year that are aimed at policing the police. North Carolina will require potential LEOs to undergo more rigorous background checks. Existing officers will be required to attend bias training and to intervene and report cases of excessive force by an officer. South Carolina cops will face stricter hiring guidelines too, as well new restrictions on use of force and a new system of reporting misconduct from citizens. No state beat Illinois when it comes to reforming law enforcement though. Along with reforming use of force guidelines for law enforcement officers, the state passed the SAFE-T Act to universally end cash bail. But don't go on a Chicago crime spree just yet. The Illinois Supreme Court is putting the provision on hold until they can determine whether it's constitutional. California, jaywalking in, vape juice out. Despite the protests of law enforcement agencies, California has decriminalized jaywalking. As long as a reasonably careful person would regard a street crossing as safe, you can cross anywhere you want, no matter what the traffic light says, and not risk a citation. You cannot, however, sell vaping and tobacco products containing non-tobacco flavors in California any longer as of January 1st. New York, human composting and wage transparency. If you're hoping to become plant food after you die, it's now legal in New York. New York joins 5 other states in allowing natural organic reduction, or human composting, a burial process that involves placing cadavers in wood chips or straw and letting nature take its course. Before long, you're a cubic yard of extremely fertile soil, ready to nourish a tree. Along with letting citizens become plant food, a 2023 New York law requires private sector employers to list salary ranges for all advertised jobs and postings. It takes effect on September 17. A similar law passed in Washington too. Hawaii, balloon releases outlawed. Hawaiians are no longer allowed to release helium or hydrogen balloons in 2023. A new law prevents the practice of releasing lighter-than-air balloons to protect wildlife and marine animals. I'm not sure how it applies to passenger dirigibles, however. Alabama, guns, guns, guns. In a blow to Alabama's notoriously strict gun control legislation, the state passed the constitutional carry law that allows citizens to carry a concealed handgun without a permit or background check. Missouri, criminalized homelessness. As of this year, it is a Class C misdemeanor for people experiencing homelessness to sleep on state-owned land in Missouri. That will teach Louisiana, ID required for viewing porn online. Starting in January, any website that contains at least 33.3% worth of pornographic materials is required to verify that its viewers are over 18. I'm not sure how one would define 33.3% pornographic material, and I'm glad I don't have to. Mississippi, raises for teachers and a new state song. Teachers in Mississippi will be getting a raise in 2023. The average bump is $5,100 for teachers and $2,000 for assistant teachers. The southern state also has a new official state song, One Mississippi, by singer-songwriter Steve Azar. New Hampshire, cyberflashing outlawed. A law against cyberflashing goes into effect in New Hampshire in 2023. The new law makes anyone sending an image of himself or herself fornicating, exposing his or her genitals, or performing any other act of gross lewdness guilty of a misdemeanor, unless the recipient indicates, by speech or conduct, that they freely consented to receipt of the image.